the environment has to be changed.
What we're saying is have a heart.
We've got to be able to regenerate our
There'll
economy.
be people who are kind, people who are cruel, but that's life. You can be passionate about videos. I'm fine with that.
What's wrong with Singaporeans?
What do you think we ought to do in Singapore to improve the condition of the aging population? You spoke about virtual villages and all that.
One of the ideas is that we can have virtual retirement villages, but I think the other thing that
What is it? What is it? Explain.
A virtual retirement village is a village without walls. Think of it as a seniors club, and you provide more than just social activities. And the most important thing is the services, because as you grow old, and let's say you're growing old as a single woman, or you're growing old and your family has moved away, you might need to go to the hospital and you don't have children to bring you to the hospital. Then you'll need concierge services, someone to bring you to the hospital, someone to wait with you, and someone to bring you home. Of course, it comes with a cost.
How is it costed?
Yeah, I think it's the virtual retirement village is a possibility for perhaps for the sandwich middle class. I think in Singapore, if you are really poor, you can apply for a lot of different government subsidies to help you. And if you're really, really rich, you can pay for your own thing. But then the middle class maybe falls out of that subsidy qualifying barrier, and they're not quite rich enough to stay in a retirement village. And then you have to pay a little bit for the services. So for example, you might pay for transport services, for someone to bring you to the doctor for a 3-hour gap. Perhaps that might cost you about $150, for example, for a driver and a personal companion to go with you for a 3-hour period to see the doctor and bring you home. For children who are working, and
that's quite expensive for somebody who cannot afford it, right?
That's quite expensive, which is why I'm talking about the middle class. Perhaps they might be able to afford some of these services.
It's a membership thing,
It's a membership base. So that allows us to hire one activity coordinator for every 30 to 50 members. And that coordinator helps to look after your needs. Think of it as bringing back the kampong spirit and trying to bring back that family awareness back.
This sounds very interesting, but is it something that you have started in Singapore, or is it something you can find overseas?
I started the pilot in November last year.
Do they have something equivalent overseas?
They have, which is the Beacon Hill Virtual Retirement Village. It's one of the world's first models, and we are also sponsoring for them to come over to Singapore in April.
Where is this?
This is in Beacon Hill Village in the US.
In the US?
Yes.
Okay. Apart from these virtual retirement villages, which seems like an incredible idea, what other things do you think we can
I think in order for every one of us to age in place well, we will need different options. We will still need dementia homes. We will still need nursing homes. We might need retirement villages as well, because some people will
brick and mortar
retirement villages. So I'm saying that aging is not just about a one-stop solution for everybody. Every community is different. Every culture in Asia is different. We will all need different solutions.
Are you thinking of the retirement village as you see in the West, where everything is self-contained? Or are you thinking of now the Singapore innovation, the vertical kampong?
We have to understand what the local community wants. And by Singapore's context, if you look around us, within 5 to 10 minutes, there's always a coffee shop. And if in your retirement village you build a cafe, that cafe might not be occupied, might not be economically viable. So you must think that, given the local context, what are the things that we need that would make a retirement village sustainable? The government's building the vertical kampongs, which is great. Every HDB estate now, if you put a concierge desk downstairs that can offer services, that's also a retirement village. If everybody exits from the same point and the concierge service is able to monitor the residents and talk to them and make friends with them every day, then that's a central point of interaction as well.
Are there more people like you doing this?
I have a lot of friends who are very interested in helping whenever we do these volunteer activities. My company is relatively young. Everybody is under 35. But
how many do you have?
6 of us. And we're all equally passionate about how we can change.
Are you earning your keep?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
I think that's important.